So guys, recently the Southwest governors came together to discuss on the way forward for their region. One of the issues they brought to the table is how to secure their region. Also, they were seen during that meeting singing Oduduwa anthem, like people called it. But guess what? In the Southeast, the case is different. The Southeast governors hardly come up to speak to issues that pertain to the Southeast. Look at the insecurity. Recently, we saw the attack that happened in Ebonyi State. Not long after that attack, the state governor was talking about giving land to the Fulanis. Even Enugu state governor has also proposed to give land to the Fulanis. And guess what? The IPOB members are resisting that. Anyway, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video that is all about, how the Southwest governors are standing up for their people as against what the Igbo leaders are doing in terms of politics. The Igbo leaders are doing all kinds of things. During the time of Buhari's government, Hope Uzodinma sold his people for nothing. Igbo youths were, sent to eternity in their numbers. Hope Uzodinma also proposed to give a land for ranching. All this they are doing for their political gain, not for the people. Now we are also seeing that happening in Enugu State and Ebonyi State. They are ready to sell their people for nothing. So guys, I'm going to allow you to take a look at this video on what the Southeast governors are doing and what the Southwest governors are doing for their people. Don't also forget that recently a report came out to say that the security agents make about 21 billion naira just in 2 months in the Southeast. Yet our governors are all quiet. They cannot even provide good roads for the people. And the security agents are coming to your area, making this kind of money, taking such an amount of money out of your economy. And nobody tends to talk about that. You just have to know that the Igbos don't have representative as it stands now. The Igbos don't have representative that is speaking for them. Anyway, let me allow you to take a look at this video and let me know your honest reaction to what you are going to be seeing here. Take a look.
I'm going in KB right? Those Igbo politicians on the Igbo, Fulani. I'm telling you the honest truth.
Okay, let us understand what you are saying very well. Okay. Let us understand what you are saying very well.
Apart the same politics Southeast governors in a play, the same politics can the Southwest governors in a play. How about the same politics?
I don't think it's the same politics because I am seeing how the Southwest governors are standing for their people lately.
All the same, all the same Nigeria kafano, right? The same
because there are some people who don't understand our language yet.
Okay. So this is what I'm trying to say, right? These guys that you guys are calling Igbo politicians are not Igbo politicians. They are Fulani. Believe it or not.
Okay, your reason.
They don't have real Igbo blood in them. And my reasons are this, right? The same politics they are playing is the same politics the Western governors are playing, true or false. But the Western governors always stand for their people. They always protect their people. But these fools in Southeast are always after their interest.
What you are saying is very important because recently the Southwest governors met. They are talking about the influence of Fulani terrorists, the Iswa Boko Haram. They are saying they don't want it in their land. Why the Southeast governors are allocating land to these people? This is opposite of, I don't understand it.
God bless you, sir. God bless you, sir. Now now you are going to the permanent site where I'm heading to. These guys are not Igbos. Makachuku. Error or not DNA on them, they are not Igbos. Look,
who's running it now? Because we would like to really know the truth.
Right? I was born in Kaduna in Biningwari, Nigeria. So say, you understand? Okay. But I hate what Nigerians are doing to my people. I can never sow my soul, right, to sacrifice my people. But look at what your people are doing. Not about Igbo politicians. Trust me, my brother, this people are Igbo. If they run DNA tests today, now okay, let's get the hope of them, but talk truth. Who are going to hope of you know they see in face. Oh, we want the full and the same color everything.
No,
they are not Igbo politicians.
I thought we were talking about in character, not facial.
People facial everything.
Are you serious?
So that is all I have to say. When I not get governor for Southeast, you know what about Fulani, pure Fulani. Our women should stop marrying outside Igbo land. They are the one bringing all these mess to, to us in Southeast. They call the young weekend. Thank you very much. I have a wonderful day.
That also safe
Yes,
safe
sir.
trip, eh? Drive
Thank you, sir.
safely.
Thank you, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
All right, thanks for joining up to this point. The recent happening in Igbo land has raised this question to know whether the Igbo politicians are really for their people. Because no matter how you blame the politicians in Nigeria, I will tell you honestly that these people are of different breeds. Some persons are just ruling or acting based on the fear of others, while some persons are acting to protect their people. Now, before now, there has been a lot of challenges coming to Yoruba land, and you would see how the measures of the governors in the land to resist what was going on. And part of them is the Islamization agenda, where the push for the establishment of Sharia court in Yoruba land is being resisted even by the governors. If that can happen in Igbo land, do you think any governor will have the courage to come out in public like what Makinde did and other states did to stand against the Sharia law? In Igbo land, they will embrace it. They will tell you the reason why they will embrace it. This is what I know. Okay? Now, come to think of it. There has been a security intelligence in Nigeria about the movement of the Boko Haram and it swept towards the southern part of the country. And now it's holistic in the south. It's not only to the south, southeast, or southwest, but it comprises of the three, political, geographical places. But you see the way the Yorubas now, they took measures against, this influx of terrorists into their place. They started building a joint security forces to protect their land. They started rejecting, the inflow of the terrorism. But I'm so marveled to see that people from the Igbo land, instead of them to do the same, they are now paying 30 billions. They are conniving with these people to make sure they have the ancestral land. And that is the reason why I'm asking, who has done this to us?
There are so many issues on this matter. The first foundation to lay is that Nigeria is not a united country, despite all the pretenses. We are not South since 1914. It has not changed. The North, at the flip of a switch, they are able to shout Northern interest. The Southerners are laid back, hoping that, we are civilized. We don't want to talk about tribalism. Tribalism is at play. We are pretentious about this matter. Look, the North has taken us for a ride for too long. They foisted federal character on Nigeria over 40 years. They foisted quota system over Nigeria over 40 years. Have they benefited from it? Only the tiny clique in the North is holding the whole country to ransom. It's enough time for Nigeria to wake up. We are not together, North plus South. Now they are talking the elite, the few elite in the North. Like if feeding bottle is going to be removed from their mouth. That's what they are doing. They are shouting. They are forming a group now. Lead of Northern Democrats. The governor of Bauchi was talking. They won't be able to pay salaries again. They won't be able to do that. Look, the North has damaged Nigeria fundamentally with this attitude. Who are the Nigerians who are now Japan now? They are Southerners. The South invested in education massively in the 50s and the 60s. The products now are being driven out of Nigeria. Can you find the Fulani man in London or in New York practicing medicine, practicing engineering? It's Yorubas, the Igbo, Southerners that are marginalized. It's time to call the bluff of the North. Not because we even support what Tinubu is doing, but we have to converse about Nigeria. Nigeria is not, we are pretentious. Let's go to the brass tacks. That's why we are calling for regionalization. The North is separate from the South. That's just the truth. That's just the truth, unless we are deceiving ourselves. There are many issues about the tax reform. Look, the president is not focusing in the right direction. Just one item alone, inheritance tax. The North has a different perspective on Sharia. The Southwest have different customs. The East have different approach. By trying to do a unitary tax system, when we are all having a different flavor of life, Is that not a voyage to nowhere? Tax bill is not the reform that we want. The country has to be reorganized and let all of us live separately, but as good neighbors. As good neighbors. We are different. It's just a fact. We can glossify it from here to eternity. Let me just stop there right now.
Okay. 180 by 21 billion naira extorted in southeastern part of Nigeria within 2 months. Inter-Society Organization said. You had me right. A civil rights group, International Society for Civil Liberation and Rule of Law, Inter-Society, has accused security agency and non-state actors of buying at least 180 persons in the southeast between December 2024 and January 2025. They also claim that over 21 billion naira was extorted from the people of southeast within the same period. Now my own is this: there is nothing claimed here. This is the fact. This is true. You and I know the kind of checkpoint they have in southeast. We know the kind of extortion that goes on in southeast. Police officers lobby to send them to southeast during Christmas and New Year period so that they can go and make money. We hear how they force people to make transfers. We hear how they let me not even say a lot of things they do. So there is nothing claimed. This is the facts. We are still waiting for the Nigerian government and the police force to come and deny it. That's their way. We're waiting for them to come and deny it. But it's so unfortunate the way southeastern part of this country are being treated, and you claim it's one Nigeria. There's nothing one Nigeria here. They are not treating the people of southeast fairly to show that it's actually a one Nigeria. Unfortunately, the southeastern people are not even talking about their problem. They are keeping quiet. When I said that they are...
So guys, you have seen it for yourself. These are some of the challenges we face in the southeast because we don't have people who speak for us. We don't have people who speak for us, you know. So many challenges in the southeast, especially when it comes to unemployment and marginalization by the federal government. Recently, we saw in the House of Assembly how a budget that was being proposed, you know, the southeast is not included. A budget by the Tinubu's government, the Southeast was excluded, and one of the House of Rep members stood up to ask why is the Southeast out of this project. Now they say when they want to review it again, they will then see if there is a place to squeeze in the Southeast. All these are what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. I personally don't like to talk about agitation on my channel, but how long can we pay blind eyes to what even the blind can see? How long can we, you know, shy away from calling a spade a spade? These are things that give room to agitation in the southeast. And when you talk about, they say IPOB is a terrorist organization. Who created the room for terrorism? The federal government. You created the room for the agitation. Now you are calling them terrorists. So guys, these are some of the challenges we face as Igbos in this nation. And until we get a leader who is willing, you know, who is patriotic enough to address these challenges, this country cannot move forward. Honestly, this country cannot move forward. There is still opportunity to bring in the Igbos and carry them along if the federal government should care. But if you feel you want to sideline them, that sidelining them will make them not to be prosperous, it's a waste of time. You've already seen it that the Igbos are doing well. So you can imagine if you had given them the freedom they wanted, you know, they would have done better. But despite all that the Igbos are going through, still they are working strong. So who is keeping who down? The Nigerian government is keeping itself down because the whole world knows that you are marginalizing this group of people and they are asking for secession, which is normal, constitutional. They are not doing anything outside the constitution and you are calling them a terrorist organization. So guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. Please don't forget to subscribe to the channel and turn on the notification bell. Thank you. So guys, you have seen it for yourself. These are some of the challenges we face in the southeast because we don't have people who speak for us. We don't have people who speak for us, you know. So many challenges in the Southeast, especially when it comes to unemployment and marginalization by the federal government. Recently, we saw in the House of Assembly how a budget that was being proposed, you know, the Southeast is not included. A budget by the Tinubu's government, the Southeast was excluded, and one of the House of Rep members stood up to ask, why is the Southeast out of this project? Now they say when they want to review it again, they will then see if there is a place to squeeze in the Southeast. All these are what Nnamdi Kanu is fighting. I personally don't like to talk about agitation on my channel, but how long can we pay blind eyes to what even the blind can see? How long can we, you know, shy away from calling a spade a spade? These are things that give room to agitation in the Southeast. And when you talk about, they say IPOB is a terrorist organization. Who created the